Hi guys, it's Mrs. Layton. I am recording this ahead of time because I want to get ahead of the game a little bit here. It's Spirit Friday and I'm sporting my Cali orange. I miss your faces in Mulvane, but the announcement was made yesterday, if you did not see, that we will be online for the rest of the semester. So some adjustments are going to have to be made. However, we are going to finish strong and this is going to be just fine. My suggestion to you is to log into your classes early in the week, pace yourself, create a calendar, make sure you're setting mini deadlines along the way, and you're going to be just fine, okay? So if you did not see the announcement about the extended spring break, I did suggest that you continue working and practicing your informative speeches. So we're going to turn them in this week in a recorded fashion. So because of this COVID outbreak, we are not going to be able to get all together and watch these speeches in the same room in a live situation, but we're still going to benefit from each other's speeches because you'll have the opportunity to watch them in video form, okay? There are some guidelines that are set up for us if you are going to be submitting your speech in an electronic format, so I'll cover those in just a second as well, okay? Going forward, I will be making announcements at the beginning of each week. So by Monday morning, you will see a new announcement here on our announcement page that will kind of set up the tasks for the week so that you can be prepared and set some mini deadlines for yourself. So we are going to maintain our normal due dates for things. Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday are our typical due dates. I made that Wednesday choice because typically we would be seeing each other face to face on Tuesday. If I gave homework, then I wouldn't obviously make it due any sooner than Wednesday. So those will be the due dates that you will be noticing, and we'll maintain our regular 9:30 cutoffs on everything as well. So make sure you get logged in and get things taken care of before those assignment links disappear. Okay, so you guys know, because we've already been using Blackboard pretty much, that we live in course content. All right, so after you read the announcements at the beginning of the week, then you'll just go to course content to find your links. Our current unit folder is the informative speech, and if you scroll down, you will see that there is a discussion forum that says speech link, and that is where you are going to attach the link for your video. Now, I know there are different ways to do videos and attach them. However, what I've experienced with students in other classes before, in my online classes, that when they upload files, they're much too large. They take too long to open. The video recording is not very good quality, etc. So you guys are going to have to upload your speeches after you record them with your phone or other device to YouTube. And I'm going to show you more on that in just a second. If you get really nervous, please understand that we're, just kind of experimenting a little bit here. So we're going to see what works best. But if you scroll down, there is a folder on doing speeches online. There are some requirements there and some videos to help you if you are unfamiliar with YouTube and that kind of thing. So, for example, in submitting speeches online, it does say that you are required to have at least one live audience member. So during this time when you are unavailable to or not allowed to gather a group of 5, which is our regular KBOR requirement from the core outcomes group, they're basically suggesting that you can create your audience just by getting those that you live with to watch you give your speech. However, if you live alone and you don't have the ability to get people to watch your video, then you can make an appointment with me and I will live video conference while you give your speech so that I can act as your live audience member. Even though I won't be physically there in front of you, you'll still get the semblance of feeling like you're talking to someone. Now, I want you to treat this situation as much like the classroom setting as possible. So you'll still need to dress up. You will still need to practice ahead of time. You will still only be able to use one note card. You know, all of those things are still into play. And if you don't remember the requirements of the assignment and how long it has to be, then that's still in the unit folder as well. For your video, it must be a one recording setting. You cannot stop and start your video. You will not be able to edit your video. You do have to show your audience members present. So you would, for example, if you are recording with your phone, before you give your speech, you would just pan around the room to show everyone sitting in front of you, and then hand your phone off to someone else so that they can record that video for you. You need to make sure that in the recording, the person is showing you give your presentation aid. Now, there are different ways that you can do that. You can, and this is all on this assignment sheet here, okay? You can actually hook up a laptop to your television and show your slides through your television screen if you know how to do that. Or you can just turn your laptop so that the audience can see it and just scroll through as you need. If all else fails, if you don't have the opportunity to use technology, then try maybe printing your slides and just flipping through as you would show them on a screen, okay? So there, again, are going to be a few concessions that will have to be made because of our situation that we are in right now. Again, there are links here and some suggestions for you, like, for example, you don't want to set your video to private because I won't be able to open your link and see it if you do that. So read through that carefully, all right? And then those links are also found here, how to create a YouTube account, because you'll need to do that in order to upload your video, and then how to upload your videos to YouTube. That's on here as well. Okay, now if you have never attached something before through a discussion forum link, I'm going to show you how to do that right now. You'll first do create thread. For the subject, just put the topic of your speech. So if your speech is about frames, like picture frames, you'll just type that in, because that way, because we're having to respond to each other, you can look at the topic and go, is this a speech I want to watch? Is this one that I'm going to be interested in? You can tell that from the subject instead of having to just watch the first 3 on the list or whatever, okay? So if I go over to YouTube, after I've logged in, then I'm just going to click on your videos so you can see the different ones that I've made. And then I would, for example, this one's my one for interpersonal communication. I would just copy, paste from the URL at the top of the screen into that discussion forum, okay? Now, if it is not linked, what you can do is highlight it, click on the little thing that looks like a chain link, and then copy paste your link path into those open boxes and click on insert. All right, see how that changed to a link? All right, and then I'll just click on submit at the bottom of my screen like normal, okay? So that's how you will submit your speeches for this informative speech, this first one. Now notice you will have to do that by 9:30 Wednesday night on March 25th, and that will give us a couple of days to be able to look at each other's videos. So by Friday, March 27th at 9:30, you will have to watch 3 videos that have been posted here to this link. All right, so watch 3 different speech recordings, and then you have 2 options. You can comment, just like a little not a self-evaluate, but a peer evaluation comment, or you can comment on the actual subject matter, or ask a question. You know, we're going to be going into talking about question-answer sessions that a lot of the time will happen after a public speech. So you can ask a question of your classmate. For example, if my speech was about frames, then someone might Ask me the question, where's the best place to buy frames for someone on a limited budget? You know, I mean, just some kind of question about the speech or a comment about the speech that you will need to post no later than Friday 27th. Now, remember, for discussion, keyword discussion, forums to work, you have to talk to each other. So if someone asks you a question, you should reply. So check back in by Friday night and make sure that you have taken care of your business there. But you'll need to have at least 3 replies to those speech video attachments by Friday night. And then your grade for the actual speech will be accessible through your My Grades link, and there will be a rubric there so you can see how I'm grading it or maybe what you need to work on for next time. If you scroll down, you will see that there is a self-evaluation due on this speech. So the blue link has the requirements. Okay, this is a 2 to 3 page self-evaluation. You can see all of the various things that you will need to be looking at in order to write that paper. Remember, collegiate quality work is always expected, so proofread carefully. Tutor.com is available from your course menu so that you can get some feedback in polishing those up. Okay. Remember to practice your vocal activities that we started before spring break. Make your voice warmed up before you begin your video and the like. If you have questions, need help, you have comments, something isn't working right, you need assistance, then please don't hesitate to email me and I will get back to you within the regular time frame of within 24 hours. In order to maintain my sanity, I'm going to have to give myself a day off on Saturday. So if you don't email me until late Friday night, it might be Sunday before I reply, but that's normal, okay? Hang in there, guys. This is a weird time, but we're going to make it through. All right. I wish you all the very best of luck. Stay healthy, and I'll see you again next week.